Those hands and lights can't stop me. I just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from this high. Now with you, now with you, this high. Can't just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down on this night. Give up this
Sorry about the delay here, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties at the moment, working on getting them ironed out so we can get the broadcast up and running properly. Alright guys, sorry for the technical difficulties I was experiencing there. Restream giving me quite a bit of a handful, but able to work it out. Looks like we got things running smooth-ishly. Let me know if the audio levels are working out, obviously, but we are live for Odyssey Racing League's GT America Pro-Am. It is round 3. We are at Donington Park. And it is a difficult track, that is for sure. It's gonna really test the stuff of the drivers. It's a true British racetrack. You almost can't see any of the corners, and almost everyone is cambered away from, so if it's a corner going to the left, almost everyone is angled to the right. So very easy to lose control on, and of course there's grass everywhere, so if you go off the track, you're gonna go out of control, almost guaranteed. Mariano Rodriguez. I just updated my liveries, so it must not be uploaded properly. Let me double check. Let's see. So yep. So I have Phil's. So if your livery is not, if you're not seeing your livery here, guys, it's not uploaded to Awesome Sim Racing properly. Only 13 drivers on track. Wow. So I know a lot of road racers wanted to enjoy the holiday, Halloween, so to speak. But I do know, I think we had in practice there was about 4 drivers within less than a tenth of each other. So it should be an exciting race, regardless of the numbers. Abdul back in action. Great to see him. He's running the iRacing division or league of Odyssey Racing League. If you are into iRacing, have the game, definitely check it out, or have thought about getting into it. It's a great opportunity. I do believe all the events and leagues they're doing are going to be free as far as content. You don't have to have anything more than the base game, or I think it's the pass to actually race that you need. But definitely worth checking that out. He's doing a lot of work to try and grow that side of things. Really wants to offer more divisions. I can't think of what they're doing right now, but I know he wants to offer more. Like they've talked about F4, I believe, but we gotta get more people in there first. Chad, you're probably watching this. Where are you? And it is a split race, obviously, guys. So that's the Pro-Am part of the title there. So all the white drivers, which you'll see at the top of the tower, conveniently, those are going to be the pros, and the AMs will be the ones in the grays. And it's a very even split. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Mariano Rodriguez and Rui Castro, up until I just pointed it out, had done the exact same time. But Rodriguez had done it sooner. Rodriguez just improved on his time, however, with a 1:26.2, which is just lightning quick. Yeah, Edwards, I was just pointing that out. They had the same time. In that situation, Rodriguez would have been, the pole sitter, being that he did the time first. But up until then, the top 4 were all within a tenth of each other. Now you got 2 tenths in it, which is still nothing, really. And then, 3-4 tenths to the top 6 for the top 6. So it's going to be a tight one, guys. It's going to be a tight one. That was crazy. I thought I was getting pretty fast yesterday. What did I do? I got down to 27.3. I'd still be a second off all of these guys. That's nuts. These guys are fast as hell. Justin. Oh, yep. See, I got Justin's livery too. So yeah, guys, if your livery is not on here, it's not been uploaded properly. It's probably, if I had to guess, the DDS files. Those always give me a hard time. Ooh, Justin getting squirrely. That corner in particular, turn 4, you'll hear probably mentioned a lot. That's going to be a very tricky corner. Let's see. Let's get me in a heli cam. Let's find someone coming into it. So right here we've got Drew Jensen. The goal is to carry. He does a pretty good job there. At staying planted. Now he's at the back of the field, so maybe he's not. You want to carry as much speed as you can, but oh, and that was actually the turn. Sorry, the one he just went through right there, where he was carrying quite a bit of speed there as he went into the dirt a little bit. So that's it's on a knife's edge right there. You want to carry absolutely as much speed, and truthfully, if you don't time when you start your turn in, you might not get the grip. It's all about getting the weight transfer down properly. So when you get the turn in and shift the weight of the car, it makes a huge difference. All right, so you've got Rodriguez, then Zampati, Castro, Cryo. They're getting low. Rodriguez with a 126.04. That's lightning quick, guys. Zampati right behind him. Castro not too far as well. Cryo and Turk a little bit further back, but still within striking distance for sure. All right, let's see. So Noah. So these are, we're gonna see how everybody finishes. So right now we've got Justin Turek, currently in 5th place, coming around the final corner, looking across the line. He will not improve his position. Patrick Amon in 10th does not improve as well. Diego Musa, and behind him are Rui Castro. Let's see if either of them can improve on this final attempt. No and no. I do believe we have one final car on track. Yep, so Dean Solomon, currently in 9th place. Coming through the back-to-back hairpins. And he is unable to improve as well. I will be right back, guys, with the grid walk.
Flying so close to where we belong, and we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. but what's been burning? I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you.
All right. Let's get things underway here. Let's see. Honestly, I could probably just do it in a short grid. Probably do it. Nope, it's not gonna give me the good view, but I can do it. Where'd it go? Start at the back? Oh, hang on. That is weird. I don't know. There we go. Alright, so up there in P1 from Argentina in the McLaren, Mariano Rodriguez. Looking quite pretty with that almost 26 flat, but nipping at his heels in P2, Rui Castro, also in the McLaren from, I believe that's Portugal's flag? Sitting behind him in another McLaren, Aldo Zampati, also from Argentina, sitting in P3, just over a tenth of a second off. Behind him in P4, or I should say alongside him, Phil Cryo, also in a McLaren. And then lining up behind them in P5, we have Justin Turek in that Porsche with that sick livery, and David Mustillo also in a Porsche. Sitting in P7, we've got Christian Andreasen, also from Argentina. A lot of Argentinians on the grid. Like it. Like to see the diversity. Diego Musa, also from Argentina, in P8 in a Porsche. Dean Solomon in another Porsche. Porsches and McLarens very popular. Hailing from Canada, sitting in P9. Patrick Amon from the good old US of A in P10 in that Ferrari. Abdul Rauf, also from USA, P11 in the Merc. Kenneth Mateo, P12 from, I'm not cultured enough to know. I want to say Costa Rica, but I'm probably going to get that wrong. In P12, and Drew Jensen in P13. As these guys get ready to rumble. The final hairpin. Here, everybody doing everything they can, make sure their tires and brakes are at the proper temperatures and pressures. Actually start her off. Nope. All right, there it is, guys. Green flag is waving, and we are racing as they come down the straight. Looks like a pretty even start for Rui and Rodriguez, but Rui trying to send it around the outside. Maybe a little bit of contact between, I think that was Justin and Cryo further back. Rui and Rodriguez, though, or Mariano, I should say, Rui and Mariano really going at it. Oh, as they come into that snapper. There, though, a little bit more collision. Hard for me to say who was at fault there. I'm sure the stewards will be able to iron that one out. Looking further down the grid here. Cryo's fallen down to P8. Tough run of it for him. Justin Turek all the way back to P12. That's gutting. And then that's Zampati all the way. He's just now dropping back on the timing table. Put that back to P13. So further up, back up at the front, we've got Rodriguez and Mustillo. Where did Castro go? Castro had an incident as well. So the top of the table shaken up big time, except for Rodriguez. Rodriguez, I'm sure, going to be breathing a sigh of relief now, thinking most of the pressure is behind him. He had a couple of tenths on these guys in qualifying. He should be able to keep a nice gap to the back. However, that means we're going to get some action as these guys come back up through the field. And JT and Zampati already getting around Drew Jensen there. Keep it on. Let's see, right here looks like it's where everybody's kind of bunching up, and we've got another battle for 4th overall. So Cryo moving back up the field. He's now in P5. He was back to P8. Cryo having a great recovery drive, only a couple laps into it. Getting right up on the bumper of that Porsche coming into the chicane. I'm sure he's going to back out of it, but we'll see. You can't do it there on the chicane, but he's definitely going to, be able to get a much better exit. Right into the back of that Porsche. I'm not sure about that. Aggressive driving from Cryo. Does good at just holding the inside. Doesn't make contact there, though. But Musa doing a good job of not just yielding to him. These guys are going blow for blow through these hairpins right now. A little bit of contact down the straight, bumping is racing. That's all good. Fair and good. Let's see who's going to be. Cryo's going to kind of bully him out for it. Up into P4 it looks like now for Cryo. I'm sure Moose is going to have words about that, though, as he tries to battle it or claw it back. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's see. We've got someone chundering on the field. Where are they? Drew Jensen into the pits. Bummer. Must have some severe damage. Out front, as expected, Rodriguez stretching his legs. Mustillo staying as close as he can. Kind of same thing here for Andreasen. Cryo starting to pull away a little bit there from Musa, but not really. Musa still can think about it. All the action's going to really be further back the grid here. Ooh, as you see, a late lunge to the inside there from Mateo. Nice move. That's a good spot, I will say. I noticed that in my drives yesterday. If you've got two cars battling coming into that hairpin, you can swoop exactly like he did there, swoop into the inside. It looks like he's not able to hold on to the position, though. Or maybe he did bump him a little bit and gave it back. Who knows? See Drew Jensen starting to come out of the pits now. Let's keep an eye here. Amon defending against Justin Turek. Justin was way up the grid there, and I want to say P5, so Should have some pace. As Abdul goes off, that's going to leave him very vulnerable, but this is a tough part of the track to make it happen on. You got to be very courteous. Justin into the back there, the Patrick Amon. Justin being a little too aggressive, he knows that's going to result in an opportunity for him, doesn't want to miss out on it by being too far back. It just takes a little bit too much. Let's see who we're watching now. So that is Zampati and Castro. So both these guys are really fast, so they should be burning through the field. Expect them to be overtaking Abdul soon. You can see how quickly they close the gap just within those last few corners. Getting a little bit squirrely there. I know that corner can be tough if the car ahead of you brakes so that it doesn't carry as much speed. If you have to slow down after you've already let off the gas a second time, it's really easy to get. Actually, on most of the corners here, this one is a good one that could happen on as well, turn one. Once you get through turn one, not really any opportunities. Now you could carry speed through this whipper right there and maybe try to get side by side, but you can definitely get close enough to line it up. As you can see, Castro trying to find a way around Abdul. Abdul's no slouch though. Abdul's a great driver, so he's not going to make it easy on him. Don't let his qualifying position fool you. He is faster than that. And he is sitting in P3 for the AMs right now. We'll say shout out to Andreasen, P1 for the AMs right now, but P3 overall. Now he has fallen into the clutches of Cryo. Kind of forming a bit of a train. Not sure if Cryo was able to build a gap to Musa, but now he can't find a way around Christian. So kind of got backed up into him. We've got two big battles unfolding here with faster cars behind, and as I cut away, one of them got around Abdul. Let's see if I can get it. This is a good spot. I don't think any overtake will happen here. So yep, here it is into the hairpin. This is the first hairpin. Does a great job of hitting that, and that's really good. Oh no, it doesn't get it there. Wow, it looked like he was gonna dunk on him there up the inside. Instead, he does it here. I think Abdul maybe even knew it was going to happen and just kind of knows that's not his fight. Just kind of allowed it. Mariano Rodriguez just has done a 26.4. So that's early in the race. Car's way down with fuel. That is incredibly impressive. Further up the grid, Cryo still unable to find a way around not Patrick Amon, Christian Andreasen for that P3 overall spot. He's carrying some speed here. He's thinking about it, but Christian going defensive, extra defensive with that inside line. Will Cryo be able to hit the switchback? No, he will not. He's got a good exit there, forces Andreasen to go defensive again. Cryo trying to line up the switchback. Andreasen does a good job of sticking right in his racing line and not giving him the opportunity. He's doing a great job of holding that middle. Cryo's going to really have to send it if he wants to go around the outside. I don't think he'll be able to. Some great defensive driving here from Christian. Putting in a great bid for his pro level, or what are we going to call that, license. With this performance right now, you know, again, Christian's an AM. Cryo's one of the better pros on the grid as well. It's quiet in the chat today. Everybody must be doing Halloween festivities and such. No penalties, I don't think. At least no penalties left to be served. I'm sure 1 or 2 were doled out earlier. Let's check out the rest of the track. And this is where it is these 4. Now with let's look at their lap times, but just based off what we're seeing for the last couple of laps, it looks like Cryo's got a decent bit more pace. Let's see, best lap for Christian, 27.6. Best lap for Cryo, 27.2. So Cryo definitely more pace on the last lap. 28.3 for Cryo, 28.1 for Christian. But I mean that could very well just be because Cryo's having a lift coming through these corners. So Cryo's probably thinking overcut, undercut, get him in the pits. It's, again, guys, this is a very tough track to overtake on. You have to be good on the brakes. Not even good. You have to be great and very brave on the brakes, or just amazing on the exit like that as Cryo takes it up the inside. Surely he's going to make this one stick, you would think. Oh, Christian fighting back with the switchback. Doesn't want to fight too hard and lose the position to Diego in the back there, though. He's still got a lot of work left if he wants to hold on to this excellent position he's got. Because we're only nearing the halfway point now. Oh, Diego aggressive up the inside there. And I think Dean is going to try for it too. No, he is not. He thought about it for sure. All right, guys, and now this is a flat outright battle for the P1 for AMS between Dean Solomon and Christian Andreasen. Diego and Cryo, like I said, were in the pro category, so there wasn't really anything at stake there other than pride. And you've got Castro now coming into the picture behind. So this pack right here is gonna be the action pack. Pun intended. Action pack. As Castro, we know, has pace, so he'll be trying to come through for sure and recover as many positions as he possibly can. At this point, you know, he can see Cryo up there running in P3. So he'll be thinking drop to the back of the field, still end up with a podium. That's pretty great. He's got a lot of time to try and accomplish this. Again, very difficult track to overtake on. Be looking for some pit strategies, especially in this situation where the pit window is about to open and Castro has 2 AM drivers to clear. Be very easy to do if they dip into the pits first or he dips into the pits first. All he needs is some clean air and he can clear them. Mariano Rodriguez now with a 26.23 for his fastest lap in the race. That is insane, guys. Rui Castro, let's wait till we get through this hairpin section. I won't be able to get the replay then, so let's jump to it now. Was able to get the move done. Just pokes it up the inside there. Probably, I'm sure Dean probably just lets him go through on the chicane here, yep. Smart move. Knows he's racing out of class. And jump back to live.
Between window is open.
All right, pit window open. Castro still not cleared Andreasen. Andreasen been having a fantastic drive. Don't let the fact that he's been losing positions the last couple of laps fool you. Check out Justin's car. No major visible damage to it. He's not been moving up the pack like the rest of the front runners were though, so I'm sure he's feeling something. He is closing Abdul though. These guys good friends. They'll have a nice battle, I'm sure. Back up to Castro on Andreasen. Oh no! Oh man, that's a, oof, that is tough. I don't know how the stewards are gonna deem that. Let's run it back, actually, guys. Let's run it back from the helicam view. I almost think Castro goes in the pits, but Dean's right there. He should not do that. Maybe it's a clip on Dean's part. I don't know. And it just made him look like he's going to the pits. From there, that is a really tough one to call. At least the pit window is open for him. But man, that sucks when he's having a fantastic drive, recovery drive. Dean in second place for his division, battling for trying to catch up to Christian for first. That's brutal for him as well. Gonna keep an eye on that and see what the stewards decide. I'm not even sure. I think we have a steward. I'm pretty sure we have a steward. We might not have live stewards right now. I'm unsure. This race was very on the cusp of not happening, as with the holiday. The holiday, if you will. Not a lot of drivers in attendance. Alright, let's see what else we got on track. Not a lot of battles on track now, unfortunately, after that. This is kind of the closest battle we've got for fourth now. Zempati, again a pro driver coming up on Christian's rear. Christian been doing a great job of standing his ground, not getting intimidated. And this is a great track to do that on, as well, as it's very difficult to overtake. You can see Dean in the background there, lurking, trying to catch back up. Adjusting my settings, but it looks like Zampati was able to claim that position, so up into P4 for Zampati. And he's only got 3.5 seconds to Musa, so he's going to be thinking about P3. Cryo is now up into P2. Is that because one of the front runners pit? We'll have to wait and see. Your leader, Mariano Rodriguez, has just come into the pits, you guys. You know, he had a huge gap, so that shouldn't be a whole lot. Other than that, just something to note. Really? Where did Dean go? Dean went into the pits. Dean has completed his pit stop, so we'll see how the Dean Solomon and Christian Andreasen battle breaks out. Or unfolds, rather. As Christian here decides to go into the pits. Had some issues with my frames right now. Sorry about that, guys. I do. Oh yeah, some exciting news. I have secured the funds finally to build a new PC and begun ordering all my parts. So pretty soon here, the quality of the stream should go way up. As currently I'm operating on a 1070 with no SSD. I don't have a clue what my CPU is, but it's not good. And I will, you know, have a 7800 X3D, the Ryzen CPU, and a 470 Ti Super for a graphics card. So very, very excited. My computer currently barely handles streaming in the lowest quality settings, so excited to be gonna give it to you guys in HD. Andreasen yet to pit, 7 minutes left, still plenty of time. It's kind of that boring part of the part of the race where you know, the pit strategies are gap spacing things out. Crowd currently in P1, Diego Musa currently in P2. However, you know, both these drivers have yet to pit. I will say shout out to Musa for doing a good job at sticking with him. He's not letting Cryo pull. You know, a mistake ahead. So Cryo makes a mistake. Excuse me. Diego will be right there to pick up the pieces. Our down to 12 drivers, so it looked like we lost one. Cryo coming in for his pit stop now. There goes Christian in as well. That releases Musa. Now, he wasn't really struggling in the dirty air. But this is still a chance for him to try to catch up. We do have some battling now on track. Let's see, Castro and Zampati after their rough races. Now you can tell looking at those cars, Castro has a lot more damage than Zampati. We saw him run into the wall right here on the start-finish straight. So Castro's going to be doing everything he can to try to keep him behind him with a wounded McLaren. And would you look at that? Dean Solomon able to jump Christian Andreasen in the pits, now sitting in that P1 overall, or not P1 overall, sorry, P1 for the AM division. Great driving, Dean. Keep it up. You got 20 minutes to go. And Dean's a calm, cool, very consistent driver, so I'm betting on him to clinch this out from here for the AMs. Abdul is who we lost. We lost Abdul. So guys, when you see Abdul, shame him. Castro still fending off Zampati, but they've now caught up to some traffic. Adds a wild card factor, and we know it's Andreasen who fights, and he fights well. He can make that Ferrari wide. Scroll. Oh, too far. No. Sorry, I'm trying to find a list here. But Christian doing the job. Let me get to a better view here. There we go. Doing a great job of holding these pro drivers behind him. I'm sure they are frustrated too. You can tell with just how close Castro is to Christian's rear end the entire time. He really wants to make something happen, but Christian is doing a fantastic job of just not putting a foot wrong, not giving any opportunity. And now Zampati's coming at Castro. Oh, that was sketchy there. That was sketchy there. Look at how close these two McLarens are through the S's here. You know, that snapping right-hander. Top of the hill. Now it's a traction race. Both drivers doing a good job. Is Zampati close enough to dip to the inside? I think Castro's too skilled to allow that to happen. They're both going to claw back up to Christian for round two. Alright guys, and if you're enjoying all the action these guys and the other racers are providing, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and video. We're on Twitch and YouTube. If you're watching on one, go to the other, give it a like, give us a follow. Huge, helps us with the algorithm. Obviously helps us to grow the channel as well. Share it to anyone you think would enjoy. We've also are on Patreon. We've got so many different tiers of membership on Patreon, coming with so many different benefits. You know, you get access to team staff meetings, insight on new seasons. You can input even onto rules and regulations, stuff like that. And you know, there will from time to time access to special events. Custom livering, esports coaching, so many benefits. Definitely worth taking a look and see if anything appeals to you there. Obviously all those funds directly help us keep the lights on and put on all these events. Oh!
Pitching nose
And they have
top
caught
coast.
up to Dean Solomon, and Christian is making me eat my words. I thought Dean had it in the bag. But Christian doesn't even hesitate, even though he's on the defense from these pro drivers, takes the place from Dean, and now Dean's got to fight with these guys. And it is getting scrappy back there. On that note, though, quickly, while as they lull coming into the coming into the no overtaking zone, big shout out to our Patreon members in no particular order. Derek Anderson, Dean Solomon, Stephen Buckley, Caden Hudson, Sven Groot, Marcos Pimentel, Julius Tan, Nate Schreiber, aka yours truly, Abdul Ralph, Steve Sloan, Jose Hernandez, Phil Papa, Robbie Sorta Asian, Neil Barrow Goetz, Joel Price, and Joe Kaiser. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. All right. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Driver of the day right now, got to be Christian. Got to be. He's Franco Colapintoing right now. Give this man a seat for next season. If I had Chrome up, I'd pull up and see where he's at in the standings, but opening Chrome is gonna just tank my frame rate. 13 minutes left. Can he hold these guys at bay? P5 overall, that'd be huge. I mean, he's got the win for his division, for sure. But P5 overall, putting a couple pros behind him, that'd be a massive feat for sure. For sure. Cryo and Musa still about the same gap they had before they went into the pits. That's for P3 overall. Cryo looks like 8 seconds back to Castillo. Then Castillo 12 seconds back to Rodriguez. But these guys are just giving us so much action. I mean, Andreasen is basically driving like a robot right now. Oh, but what a move from Sampati, really sending it with the speed there. He's gonna have a think about the inside up on Andreasen, and this might be the one to get it done, but Andreasen's gonna have the inside coming into this turn, should be able to defend, and with those two bumping and battling, oh no, that's gotta be a huge penalty. I understand you guys are battling, but he was in P1 for his division. Getting the bows out. Andreasen, I'm gutted for you, brother. He's still in P2 for his division, so he should have a decent finish. But, yeah, really hate to see that. Especially pro on him. But c'est la vie. It will happen from time to time, especially when you got two guys. I mean, Castro and Zampati were battling hard. Lap after lap after lap. Now we'll have to wait for Castro to catch up to Dean here. For some action, as there's nobody else near each other on the grid. Andreasen now falling back to P3 for his division. I don't think we have live stewards, guys. There's been a couple contacts and I haven't seen that should have resulted in something, and I haven't seen it, so these will all have to be settled after the fact with the post-race stewardship. What's Dean doing? It looks like Dean's probably pulling out of the way, letting these guys through, but doesn't. I don't even think he knew Justin was there. Justin has caught back up to the Castro now with just under 9 minutes left. Let's see if they can give us a little battle in the closing stages of this race. Christian Andreasen has to go into the pits for the damage he suffered from that. As you can see him right there, the Ferrari at the top of the pit lane. That is moment of silence for our boy. That was a great drive, Christian. Good news is you get 2 drop rounds this season, so I'm sure that'll be one of them. Keep up that performance, and you know, you're expecting big things from you. Man, when you guys watch this back later, I missed you in the chat. It was a quiet one. Justin really closing the gap to Castro. You know Castro's got a ton of damage on that car. He's smacked so many things with it. Went into that wall. I'm sure he didn't repair the damage. It had looked like he had a ton of damage after the pit. You can see his hood even flapping around. This is the only battle on track. This is for P6 overall. Cryo is closing the gap to Castillo up front. 5 seconds back with just over 6.5 left. It's a tall order. It's a tall order, but he is closing it. Justin Castillo, gloves are off, folks. That Porsche looking glued to the asphalt. Justin thinking about dipping up in the inside, up to the inside. I don't know. I think, based on actually what I've seen today, from today and yesterday, it's about 50-50. It's a tough spot to make an overtake for sure, but they've been happening on the exit and the entry about equally, I would say. I still think the entry is way crazier. You gotta have some cojones. Go for it in the braking zone there. Ooh, Justin almost loses it there. Able to catch it though. Zampati in the distance. Are they closing the gap to him? keep an eye on it. We're just over 4 seconds right now. Cryo is closing at about the rate he would need to be able to make an attack for P2. No, maybe not. Let's see, he's got maybe 3 laps left. He needs to close in like 1.5 seconds now per lap. I'll definitely be wishing he had another lap or 2 though at the rate it's going. Such a tough track to overtake on, guys. Like, for example, this corner right here, you can't think about it. There's no chance of going around the outside. If you're not on the inside, you're not going to keep the grip there. Both drivers pushing the car to the absolute limit. You can see there as they're both getting squirrely and into the grass on the exit of that corner. Justin taking a much more inside line there, looking much more glued down. Can he make it stick? This is a great move. This is a very difficult spot to make it happen on as well. Well done, JT, to take that place. Well done indeed. Ooh, you can hear the DC activating there as they struggle for the grip now, pushing the tires to their absolute limit at the end of this stint here. Cryo down to 4.5, but not enough. He's not going to be able to catch Mastillo. I'm sure Mastillo saw it on his timing tables. Dean goes a little wide there. He is able to save it though. Shout out to Rodriguez having an absolute banger of a race. Sorry, didn't get much screen time. And now that Justin's cleared is that Castro? Yeah, Castro. He is really stretching his legs with this clean air. Castro's got no chance of coming back now. Interesting to see you take that line. I was experimenting with that, clipping the corner, that inside curve like you're doing, Justin. I couldn't decide if it was the right line or not. I think it depends on how well your car takes curves. McLaren does not take them very well. So like sometimes they get away with it no problem, other times it would almost kill me. Mariano Rodriguez is almost half a lap to the rest of the field. Looking at it on the grid, it's really probably like a whole sector. We do have a yellow flag for P10 of Kenneth Mateo. Looks like he's back on track and okay though. Alright, everybody's nice and spread out, so let's give everybody some screen time. So we've got Mariano Rodriguez, P1, having just a banger, like I said before. Then in a P2, you've got David Mustillo, feeling very comfortable. P3, Cryo with a great recovery drive. He's actually up, I believe, a position from where he started as well.
Final lap now.
Diego Musa sitting behind him in P4. Aldo Zampati sitting in P5 with just an unfortunate start to this race, as Justin also had an unfortunate start to the race. Good recovery drives from both of them. Rui Castro will probably want to forget this race. He was up front the front, very unfortunate start of the race, then really fraught with controversy, if you were to ask me. Dean Solomon in P8, a P1 for the AMs. Kenneth Mateo, or no, Patrick Amon, sorry, P2 for the AMs in that Ferrari, P9 overall. Kenneth Mateo, P10, P3 for the AMs, of course. Christian Andreasen in P11 overall, which is really an unfortunate race incident, and then Drew Jensen in P12. As we hop on board now with Mariano Rodriguez as he comes into the final 2 corners to be crowned the winner of round 3 here at GT America, or GT America's Pro-Am. Oh my God, and he loses it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, actually, I would have felt so bad if he crashed. I'm never gonna do that again.
The leader has finished the race.
All right, great race from Mariano Rodriguez. Christian Andreasen pulls into the pits to finish the race. I think he'll still cross the finish line though. Drew Jensen in P12, about to cross the line there. David Mustillo, P2, followed closely by Cryo in P3. He was catching him. Kenneth Mateo, P10. P4 goes to Diego Musa. P5, Aldo Zampati with a great recovery drive. Justin Turek, also great recovery drive to P6. Castro with the asterisks in P7. Dean Solomon winning the AM division in P8 overall. And that's going to leave us with Patrick Amon, who's going to finish in P9 overall, but P2 for the AM division. Great driving from the lads. Christian Andreas, and we see Patrick Amon celebrating and spinning out there. Christian, don't let it get you down. You're still my driver of the day. That was a fantastic race, bud. Get this music down. Guys, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you for joining me on this Halloween. As always, I'm Nate Stark from Pitch Driver. We'll catch you this weekend, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We've got the Euro League. And then next week we'll start it all over again. You know, rookies on Wednesday, Pro-Am on Thursday, and Euros on Sunday again. And I hope more of you will be in attendance. I'm sure you will, though, because Halloween, everybody's got better stuff to do. So thank you so much to the words. Thank you so much to the viewers, the racers, and the stewards. I'll catch you guys next time.